Hey everybody, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Corey Merritt. I currently live in Columbus, Ohio, and I've called Columbus my home for about 3 years now. It's an awesome city full of amazing culture, and if you ever need good food or good restaurants, come to Columbus. We have some amazing food here. My current ministry context, I currently help run a youth group at Cypress Church. We currently have 4 locations, and I help run the youth group at our 3rd location. We currently have 70 students. That is middle and high school combined. We're a campus of about 2 years now, and I've been there from the very beginning when we just had 7 students, and it's been an awesome journey. So for the context in which I reflect and write from, I'm working with teenagers. I predominantly work with our senior high ministry, and I have been trying to work with 2 to 3 high school girls every quarter to just kind of flesh out what God is doing in their lives and what being a Christian looks like in high school. That's a very close message to my heart because I became a Christian when I was in high school, when I was a senior, through youth ministry. And I guess that's where my spiritual formation journey began. I became a Christian when I was a senior in high school, and then God called me into ministry a couple months after that, and it was a crazy journey. I walked into Bible college not knowing anything about the Bible, really, never heard the word spiritual formation at all. And then we had to take a spiritual formation class our freshman year. And there my eyes were open to all the ways God wants to speak to us through different means. And I learned that spiritual formation is about dying to ourselves, dying to our tendencies, what we want to do, and purposefully trying to listen to the voice of God in our lives and how He wants to move and what He wants to do. And man, from that class, I have been able to experience God in new ways. And coming out of college, I guess, my spiritual formation journey kind of took a turn because I went from that Christian bubble to real life. I was at Cypress, but I was still questioning, what does spiritual formation look like in a church now rather than in a classroom? And that was a hard journey for me. I had to go through some hard times to try and figure that out. I took some time going the opposite way of spiritual formation to figure out that life wasn't for me. So then I really had to lean into my church, lean into my congregation, and ask for help. I needed help as to what did it look like to be a Christian as a young adult in the world that we live in today. And Cypress really pushes congregational spiritual formation through small groups. So I got plugged into a young adult small group, and that has been awesome. So that's kind of where my story stops. I know I don't have a lot of experience here in ministry and congregational spiritual formation, but that is why I am so excited to hear maybe from you veterans who have been in ministry, maybe as long as I've been alive, and just to hear about what you've tried, what's been successful, what you'd recommend, and to hear some thoughts that you guys have. So looking forward to listening to some of your videos and our journey ahead.